Hey everybody, welcome to Review Time with iSlip. I am iSlip, and today we're going to be taking a look at the New Age number 2 Special Operation Saboteur Monero, part of their Legendary Heroes line, and it is a Legends, for the most part, masterpiece jazz. It is pretty good. Here we have a picture of Monero in both of his modes. We have another picture of Monero from the cover, but with the blue. I like this box. It sort of reminds me of G1, but like late G1 maybe. Here we have some more figures in their line. We've got their Cosmo, their Bumblebee. I think that might actually be from the Masterpiece tracks. I don't know. And I don't know who this is supposed to be. I don't know if they're making a line of figures to go with this, or if this is just somebody they took. There's Prowl in the back. And here's Monero with a megaphone. Sure. And somebody's Optimus Prime. I don't know whose that is, but it's in the back. And on the bottom, a sticker that says Standard Grade over Monero. There's instructions inside and a blister pack. I don't think there's a card, but you also get the Monero figure, which, I'll be honest with you, this thing is amazing. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Oh yeah, and you can kind of store the gun in the bottom if you want to. But I mean, look at that. Holy moly. That is amazing. The only flaw in this car mode that I could see is here, where this area is cut out more than this area is. I don't know which one is the flaw, or if that's the way it's supposed to be, but that's about it. Everything else is flawless. That is, well, there's a little, I think is that paint or dirt? Oh no, that's not. That's just, never mind. I know what that is. That's the grooves from when you transform them. But look at this. Is even a tiny door knob or door handle in there. This thing is a work of art. Even underneath isn't so bad. And this thing is a work of art. And of course, it rolls as it should. And you get these little speaker things from that one episode, or maybe 2 episodes, and you can plug them in. There's little notches, little holes in the side. Hopefully you can see it. There it is, where you can plug these in. So in car mode, he has his megaphone speakers like he did in, again, that one episode, maybe 2 episodes. I don't remember him using it too often, but he did have these speaker things. And it played, and like it was always a guitar riff. And it was always the same one, too. But yeah, that looks amazing. So let's go ahead and take these off. Let's get some size comparisons. Here he is with a Legend scale jazz type figure, and they're roughly the same length. Here he is with the movie Bumblebee. I think that scales well. Not really sure. Here he is with Sideways, was it? I don't remember who this guy was supposed to be. Oh, no. This is supposed to be Stinger. This is supposed to be one of the Stingers, and instead of using a Bumblebee mode, they used, is it Sideways? I forgot. One of the guys from Transformers Prime. And of course, well, not of course, but here he is with Cliff Jumper from Transformers Prime, which I love this car mode. I think it's a pretty good car mode. And I think this guy should have been bigger. So I think in that case he's not in proper scale. Here we go with another Bumblebee, another Transformers Prime figure. I don't know if that's the scale, but hey, I like the way it looks. And here we go with my Hot Toys Optimus Prime. And I think that scales pretty well. I do think that fits, that scales well. He actually might be a little too big, judging by the wheels. I'm pretty sure the wheels for this car mode wouldn't be the same size as that, but I think that still scales pretty well, and it looks good when you have him and a bunch of other cars just kind of looking like they're turning the corner and stuff, and you know, even though that guy's a Decepticon, we're just gonna pretend he's an Autobot. I mean, I think that looks pretty good. I think that does. That looks nice. So he does, at least in this mode, I think he does look good, and he does fit inside the trailer. We're not talking about this guy, so we're gonna get him out of the way. Go ahead and get these guys out of the way, and now it is time for transformation. So we're gonna take the little gun out. We're gonna put it over here to the side where we got all his other accessories, and let's see, what do we want to do? We just kind of try to remember what we do first. I think we will take these bits and fold them like so they look like we're turning them into a hovercraft vehicle, and that will open up these bits here, which will now come out, and we'll take care of these bits first since we're already here. Okay, split those bits up, and what are we going to do? We're going to take these bits and they rotate down like so, and then slide them down even further. They're on a little sliding hinge. Let's see if I can show that. So if you look, they do slide down a bit. Slide those down, rotate these bits down, flip them out, and this is not down all the way. There we go. It's down all the way. Fold that piece up. This folds down like, how do we do you? This is on a double hinge, so it actually folds in half. Fold that. Then we take this and turn it like so, and this piece down, and that's one leg done. So we'll go ahead and get the other one done. We'll open this up and we'll take this, bring this down. We'll just get that out of the way now. Take this, and you can kind of see it right there. There's a little screw. That's where it slides down. Okay. And that goes like that. Flatten that. Fold that around so the floor is facing the inside. Close that. Do that. And there you got his legs done. You can come over here and open these. Take this, unfold these, bring them around like so, and let's see, and this kind of goes up like so, and you can't see it because I don't have the camera up high enough. For a figure that's only like 1.5 inches, 2 inches tall. Okay, so you're going to take this bit here, and this bit just kind of pushes back and slides up. So you want to do that, and then you can go ahead and take the head and start folding it over, folding it out, and folding this piece. No, can't fold this piece down yet because we got the arm in the way. Get the arm out of the way. Thought I had the arms all the way out of the way. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, there we go. Arms are completely out of the way now. So there we go. Fold that so his head comes out through the thing. Then you're going to fold these completely underneath. So, come on. There we go. Fold these completely underneath. Once that's cleared, underneath, this piece clips into this gray piece here, like so, and then you just get your hands situated, your arms situated, and there you have what pretty much to me would be like the most masterpiece of all legend scales. Like honestly, if you just upscaled this, you could probably just put the word masterpiece on it and everybody would be like, yeah, that's right, that is a masterpiece figure. So let's go ahead and move him over into the light. So there we go. I may have to get my macro lens. Let me get that ready just in case. Ooh, there we go. The macro is working. Holy crap. Okay, that's working too well. It is way too close. That is way too... Okay, like... Yeah, I got the macro on. Let's see. Yeah, it's a big blurry mess. If I bring it in this close, though, look at all that detail for a figure that's really teeny. Let's see if I can... There we go. Look at all that detail. Look how tiny this figure is. This figure... Hold on, let me get this off. Here is my middle finger. Okay, that is a small figure. And they managed to get that amount of detail on there. Now, before we go any further, before I do anything else, let's go ahead and look at the articulation. His head is on a little ball joint, so swivels up and down, a little left and right. Rotation 360. He also has this joint from the transformation. So if you need to, you can use that. He has a double jointed elbow. That's, again, due to transformation, but he has it. So if you need it. His wrists do rotate. I mean, wow. He has a waist rotation. He can do the splits. He can do... I guess that's what the back and forth splits. He does have a bit of, due to transformation, I think that's due to transformation, you can give him, he has a bit of an ab crunch, a lot of an ab crunch. His legs rotate at the upper thighs, he bends at the knee, and if you untransform him, you can get almost a double bend, but he bends about 45 degrees, no, 90 degrees, I keep getting my degrees mixed up, he does 90 degrees. His feet do not rotate, nothing below the thigh rotates, but his legs do have a tilt, and they do go back and forth. They just don't rotate, but that doesn't need it, because look at all that. And his toes do a lot, his toes. And you can get him in to dynamic poses if you want to. You can do so. He poses very, very nicely. He does. And then of course you can take his gun and give him his gun. So there's that. And hopefully it's coming out well. I know it's white on white, and I'm sorry about that, guys. I don't know what I did with my other blackout curtain. I was going to use that for down here, but yeah, he is. And then of course you can take these bits here, and they do actually plug into the shoulder area. So if you want to, come on. Give me a second. I'm trying to do this and be mindful of where I am on the camera, since I'm not using my normal setup. But yeah, there you go. You've got the little mini speakers, and he is full of detail. If the macro, when I had the macro on, didn't show you, he is full of detail. Like with the macro on, I had to actually have him up like this close. As you can see, my camera does not do that close. Let's see. Nope, that's still too close. There we go. But he has a lot of detail on there, and he's got a fair amount of paint for something this size. I mean, this guy is amazing. He is amazing. Let's go ahead and get some of the other figures, and let's take these out because I don't really like them on his shoulders. I think they were originally on his hips. I can't remember. I think it all depends on the episode because I think he used them in 2 episodes. But let's go ahead and get him standing there. And I'm going to go ahead and get some of his, well, not some of his. Let me get some Legend Scale bots together for your consideration. Let's move him over a little bit. Here he is with Prime Bumblebee, Legend Scale. Here he is with I forgot what is it, Stinger. Legend Stinger. Here's with, I don't remember what his name was, but as soon as I finish repainting him, he's going to be a Jazz anyway. So I guess it doesn't really matter what his name was. Let's turn this a little bit. Let's see. Just know that he's blinding. Here's with Movie Bumblebee, and of course that is definitely not in scale. Nope, not at all. Prime Cliff Jumper again. I don't know. Different alt mode, different continuity. Legends of Cybertron Optimus Prime. Actually, let's move him over so he's the center. So, and we're gonna go with, I think it was Thrilling 30 Legends Megatron, and I guess that's kind of alright. Here he is with Iron Factory's turret. And yeah, I can see him being bigger. He turns into Guns for Metroplex. So let's go ahead and put in, this is my Hot Toys Optimus Prime. And I think whereas in vehicle mode, I think Jazz was a little too big. In bot mode, I think Optimus is way too big. I don't think he should be that big. It shouldn't be that much of a size difference. Like, he's only up to his pelvis. I don't know. Maybe that's how it was in G1. So we'll go ahead and get a group shot of a bunch of different... We almost forgot Slash, who... Let's see. Go Slash, who's bigger, but she's a Dinobot, so that makes sense. I think that's a she. So let's go ahead and flip this around. So I mean, it's either a little short or a little big, depending on which mode. But that aside, let's get all these guys out. That aside, this dude is fantastic. He is fantastic, and I can, you know what? I think that the Masterpiece cars are too small for the Masterpiece line. I think the robots, the cars are fine, the robots should be bigger, but it is what it is. Now, before I forget, let's go ahead and get in some deluxe scale cars, not cars, you know, what are these things called? Robots from the current line, so you can see exactly how small this guy really is. Like, this guy is teeny weeny. This guy is probably the size that Bumblebee should be to Optimus right now. That's just really, really tiny, but he is a Legend scale figure. I just wish, honestly, I wish that all the Legends companies that are making these figures, I wish they would have stuck with one legend size or another altogether. So that, I mean, I know they're all competing, but I would still have liked some kind of uniformity, you know? Yeah. But otherwise, this dude is awesome. And I can't recommend them enough. They have a Shockwave repaint, just like in the Alternator / Battletech line. Jazz, also known as Meister, shared the same body as Shockwave. So I think that's pretty cool. And they have a stepper version of this guy. And I'm actually looking forward to collecting not just all the versions of this guy, but pretty much everything I can from this line I want to get, because it feels like I can't even tell you, the feeling of the plastic is just amazing. It feels great. That said, I'm Islip. Thanks for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed the video immensely. And if you like legend scale figures and you like G1, like, this guy is the perfect mash up of both G1 and the G1 cartoon, the G1 toy. As far as the car mode, I mean, this guy was, and he is like, he's a masterpiece, but at about I guess 1/3 the size, maybe 1/4 of the size. I don't know. He is really small. He is very, very small. I mean, he's awesome though. And he's got so much detail for something this small. It shouldn't even be. It really shouldn't. That said, I'm Islip. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And ciao.